Welcome, viewers. This is Wadidja. That's what did you do? What did you think? Did you enjoy? And we are here to enjoy some more of the first Descendant as much as we can. I tell you, the grind is real. Do not mistake it. Do not confuse that issue. We are in our, goodness gracious, 11th episode, I believe, here for increasing module socket capacity for our Descendants, and we are still currently on Ultimate Lepic. And let me go ahead and make sure we have a broadcast up and going here. Yeah, we do. Okay, good. I tell you, it's awful weird sometimes when you get the broadcast started and YouTube isn't registering it when it's actually happening. At least it's showing that way on my PlayStation 5 here. So yes, we decided to go with this look for Ultimate Lepic. I like this combo. It looks good. And gosh, you know what? Actually, I was considering something different for him. I was actually considering a different mask. Well, let's go on in and change that up. I forgot that I had decided on a different head skin for him, because I did go with this look, just not this color pattern before. I've actually gone with several looks and designs. Unfortunately, I had this weird hiccup where I decided to change my password. It gives an automatic recovery to my account, and there's a weird thing going on with YouTube Studios, and you know, the fact that it's all linked through your Google account. And when that Google account changed the password, did its automatic recovery, and the first time 29 videos got deleted, and it was a weird mystery. I went ahead and looked into things, contacted folks as best I could, and it was advised to go ahead and follow YouTube's help and do a purposeful recovery of my account. I did that and lost another 7 videos. So I've contacted YouTube as best I can to try to get them to be aware of the circumstance, because, you know, once they're deleted, they're deleted. But at least try to put out some kind of warning about the point, and to try to get YouTube to, or YouTube, Google, YouTube Studios, whoever is really, you know, responsible for the data loss when that recovery happened, to step up to that point and you know, do something about it. But anyway, so to the point of the cosmetics here, I was actually, instead of going with Reaper Battlefield, was going to go with this. I forgot that I had adjusted the colors in regard to this, and made sure it was equipped. So yeah, this is what we're going to go with here. So you know, though the temporary thumbnail I have the throw up there for the video shows the other one. When we're done, you know, my final thumbnail will actually reflect this, of course. But yes, this is the 44th Grenadier skin mask. I decided to go with the shiny metal gold, matte metal gray, and the shiny metal red to, of course, accent the body skin of the default, not the default, but the alternate skin for the ultimate character, which you can only get in the bundle. You know, once you already have the ultimate character, you actually can purchase the bundle at a decreased cost because you already have the character. But we went with this shiny metal gold here, matte metal gray there, shiny metal red here, plastic matte red there, this matte orange to kind of, you know, coordinate with his color scheme of his lights, and this matte light black there. I like this look. You know, looks really good, and you really can't see it really because of the mask, but I will equip that because it really looks better when you have either no facial mask on, or it kind of really looks good when you have this Reaper the Battlefield on too, to kind of see that underneath of it. So yeah, so we're going with this y'all, and that's about it. So I just change over his spawn to the one that you get in his ultimate bundle as well. But you know, I'll show you what I'm talking about here with the ultimate Descendant slow. Like if you already have the Descendant, it's like I already have Luna here. I mean Valby, excuse me, Ultimate Valby. And you go into the packs, they will basically let you know, oh, you already have this, so we'll sell you that for whatever price. Um, and so that's how that sort of works. So a lot of people may not know that you can get these added uh, cosmetics, even though you have the ultimate character. So you farm for it, and you're like, ooh, I want to get the cosmetics. I want to get maybe some reactors and yada 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 yada. You can do that, you know. So yeah, that's what's up. And even though I bought this bundle, I did get these things. I don't know why they don't have it checked off. I guess it's because they're things that you can continue to purchase, but you can't purchase it once you already purchased the bundle. Anywho, on to the point of the episode here. We are going to be increasing the module socket capacity further for Lepic here. And let's see, I believe it will show.
This operation, it's just wiping them all out.
Oh my god, you can sell the Descendant? Fuck that. I wonder what you actually get when you do that. I ain't trying to experiment with that because I do not want to accidentally have my Descendant gone. I'm trying to show where. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Is it here? Where they actually show how many times you've actually added a reactor to. I mean, a crystallization catalyst. I did see that before, but it's like why do I have to go through such a scour to see that particular point? Hold on for a second here.
This operation,
well, you can go here.
It's just wiping them all.
So I've added the reactor to it to increase the capacity, and the catalyst. I've catalyzed 2 different socket types as far as increasing module socket capacity. So you can see it when you look at your character selection from the Descendant page.
It's just white.
Thought they actually showed it somewhere else, but I'm not noticing that offhand. Because we're still increasing the raising up his level back to 40 so that we can, convert over another socket type. I've got this sort of these farming mods here to also to increase character XP gain and Kuiper shard, module drop rate, consumable, gold, firearm proficiency, and max shield. I like to cover my resistances in each one of these, but for right now, I'm kind of, bending a little bit as far as the survivability for that purpose. With that in mind, I do have 3 builds that I'm working on here. One is this increased efficiency build where the 4th ability is changed in a way where you recover MP with your crits, as well as you don't expend XP until you use it. So with this build, I'm focusing on skilled cooldown, giving some aspect of power as well to the singular aspects of things and the tech aspects of his abilities. At the moment, this is what I seem to be going with, and with the tech here and the singular here. Although it's not a bad idea to go with this, say, Fire Master, which but let me see something. Yeah, it won't let me do it. Actually, with the way I have this build set up, you do want to experiment with placing in your mods to make sure that things are viable for the build before you start, leveling up and changing over module sockets. Just put in like the base version of a mod, fill them all up the way you might want to have it, and then make sure that there's no conflict. Like, for example, like I'm thinking like, oh, I want to go ahead and change this to this Fire Master, or maybe sacrifice some skill cooldown for that. It won't let me. I think I remember throwing that before. But yeah, skill 2 down for me is really important with this build, as well as critical hit rate. That's pretty much the most important, to make sure that I'm hitting those crits, getting the recovery of the MP to continue firing. Having a a recovery modifier while in combat is really good to have. Like, for example, with this here, MP recovery in combat, it works. It works. And I don't know why people aren't talking more about recovery in combats versus the recovery out of combat, because recovery combat is super dope. And so, definitely I always like to cater to the survivability aspects at a minimum. And of course, I do that too with my components when it comes down to it, if I'm not trying to farm for something. As you can see here, with making sure that it's catered to the fire, chill, electric, and the toxin. Now you got, to me, you want to cater to all the defense, HP, as well as the shield. And a good way to know what's their strong suit, because sometimes focusing on their strong suit is a good idea. And like with Lepic, his defense is definitely his strong suit. And second would be his HP, and then his shield. And the way you kind of know that is just going through and comparing their stats to the rest of the Descendants to kind of know what their strong suit may or may not be. As well as this
Are you
graph,
excited to be here?
Gives you, a good idea about that too, in the way that it highlights things. So, and then I have this other build I'm working on, which is like a tank build. I get a little bit for the skill power and tech, because those are two techs really as damage dealers. This is sort of a overclock, inflicts burn, but it's not necessarily a thing that actually deals the damage, but it does cry burn, which is a damage type. So it's like I said, I'm still working on it. I'm not sure if I want to sacrifice other elements of the build for other damage with this tank loadout, but definitely like to cater to skill cooldown as an aspect of things, along with the HP, defense, shield, and HP. I thought this would be good to include with it, because you get critical hit resistance and fire skill power. And this MP with this max MP and defense is good too. I actually kind of like the where is it? Safe recovery is a real strong one. HP heal, increase. So when you get health, you get more of it when you pick up health. And incoming damage modifier is pretty good, like when you're low in health. Just all the way around. But I feel like I noticed the difference more when I'm low in health. But this agony here is going to increase the MP and reinforce the defense, which, like I said, his defense is one of his stronger suits. So, like with this Fire Sanctum here, we're going to increase this mod here real quick before we go off into the missions, because I have it also too for my damage build, to give some fire resistance. It seems not to have an issue with the way this one is set up. And yeah, it's interesting that it had an issue over here with it, but yeah, it didn't seem to have an issue with the way I have things set up over here. So I want to go ahead and increase that capacity, and this is like my damage build as far as dealing with his fourth ability as is. I hope to get Fire Master here or some other skill Transcendent mod when I can luck up on it. But until then, you know, is blank. So yeah, that's it for that. Leveling up weapons here, getting the proficiency to kind of increase my master rank at the moment. I'm trying to dedicate my catalyst for the Descendants at the moment. I started out doing both weapons and the Descendants, but it was like, oh my gosh, it's just so expensive in regard to the resources needed. And I mean, though you can go over here and buy these types of things, it's, you know, that cost will add up quickly, especially on the energy activators to increase the character's mod socket capacity. But these catalyzations for changing over your mod socket type to help increase capacity isn't too bad, but it adds up. It adds up, definitely, because that's real world money you're spending there. So yeah, let's swing over here real quick and increase this module socket mod capacity on, I mean, mod level, the level of this mod here. And take a gander at the lovely ladies before us.
If all modules were the same, I'd be out of a job, right?
And so yeah, la. Right, is this one. So what's cool is with this is that, let me make sure I'm doing the right thing. Hold on. All these names of things get me a little confused. I'm getting confused. Yeah, that's it. Right. Right. Okay, cool.
Welcome to the modules lab.
All the dual stat mods, sometimes when you increase them, it doesn't increase the secondary stat on them. But this here, when you increase it, it actually does go up, which is great. So not only getting extra critical hit resistance, which really is against firearm damage, but also to them getting that fire skill power to boot. So, and as we take a look at things here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. But the see this, it says critical hit resistance, but see it adds the point of firearm in front of it, and it's a shame that the mod itself doesn't stress the point of firearm, you know. But yeah, it's not until you look at the stats that you actually realize, oh, it only gets firearm damage. So there's that. Now they do have a dedicated mod for that, which is real strong. It's called Ironclad Defense, which gives you 26.9%. And to me, it's really great if you can stack the singular dedicated mod for such a thing, as well as that. But you know, I definitely have to leave this open, for, in my opinion, for when we deal with void intercepts and having a dedicated mod for the resistance type. Well, actually, I think no. I think I'm going to put it here. I think that's what I was going to do. Well, that's the damage build. Okay, no. Yeah, so it'd be here, and it'd be here. So this build here for my tank build, I could replace the dedicated mod for whatever damage type is here, but I'm not really sure. It may necessarily kind of double up on it in some ways, because like you could do maximum chill resistance, for example, along with cold antibody, and that really gets you pretty tough against the you know, the resistance type of chill, and you're not freezing. You're able to run a little bit more so than not. You know, it's great, but it, you know, may not be as necessary. I might be able to put in something more towards damage or some other aspect of survivability, which might be more critical. Like, you know, I could go ahead and double up on this Ironclad Defense, for example, in there. Let me see something there. Can't really do that there. Let me see something